Good morrow, my lovely little ghosts, and welcome to the Dark Orchard. I'm Laura, and this is a nail video. As I said in my intro, this is a nail video. More specifically, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to stamp. Ever since my Andy Black concert review video, I've been getting private messages asking about how I did my nails for that concert. So today, I'm going to show you how I did my nails, and that's with the stamping method. So before we get started, let me show you the basic things you need. First off, regular nail polish. You're going to need a regular nail polish, a regular base coat, whether it's a peel-off base coat or just a regular base coat. But here comes the tricky things. You're also going to need stamping equipment, which is really cheap. Like, the most expensive stamping equipment is like $5. I'm going to link the two most popular sites down below in the description, just so you can find the cheapest alternatives to stamping. Next, you're going to need a stamper and a scraper. The scraper is a lot like a razor blade. You can actually use a card, like a thick business card or a old credit card, like anything stiff that you can just swipe with. But the stampers are what's going to transfer your image onto your nail. You'll also need a stamping plate of your choice. There are actually multiple sizes of stamping plates. I actually prefer the bigger size stamping plates to the smaller ones because it gives you more room to work with. But each stamping plate has its own design, and the designs are what you're going to be transferring onto your nails. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's embossed with the different designs. You'll also need stamping polish. You can get stamping polish also from the sites that I've linked down below, which will be Born Pretty and Maniology. And then finally, you want a smudge-proof top coat. So today I'm going to show you how to do stamping, and I'm going to put a twist on it because I'm going to show you how I did my nails for the Andy concert, for the Falling in Reverse concert, and I'm also going to add in 2 more bands so that I can have 4 different nails done for you to see how to stamp. To start off, I'm going to be doing a peel-off base coat. I'm going to pick the different colors that I'm going to use for each individual nail. So for the Andy nails, I actually used Energy by LA Nails. For Falling in Reverse, I used a hot pink. For Motionless and White, I'll be using this beautiful purple. I believe it's called Playful Purple. And then for Your Brand New Obsession, I'm going to be doing a gradient of pink and teal. I just remembered something when I applied the green. I didn't put down a base color, like a neutral color to put my colors on top of. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to be using a light blue, the same light blue that I used in my Pokemon video, to lay down a base color. Like a primer. A primer. It's a primer. Alrighty, there we go. We're going to let that dry. So we'll wait for those to dry, and then we'll get into everything else. I actually decided to take off the green so that I would have all of them with a similar primer coat. So now that the primer coat is dry, I'm going to start doing my basic color. And I'm going to start with the purple. For my last nail, I'm actually going to do a 2-color gradient. So I'm just going to take a makeup sponge that I've been using a lot, so it's really tiny, but just a cheap little makeup sponge, and I'm going to brush the 2 colors on it and then just dab it across my finger. But first, I'm going to put liquid latex around the finger so that I don't get nail polish all over my finger and have to rub it off. And I'm actually really happy with how that turned out. So no changes to that. Okay, for the Andy nail, I actually used a bat from my big stamping plate. So I'm going to show you how I did that. First off, you have to clean off the stamping plate. My stamping plate has been used so much that it just does not get clean. But while we're talking about cleaning stamping plates and stamping plates in general, they always come with a blue film over top of them. Like this. Blue film needs to be peeled off before you can stamp with it. Now you can feel the embossing. So when you start your stamping, you're going to need your stamping polish, you're going to need your stamper, and you're going to need your scraper, along with your plate. You don't have to do this super fast, but you do want to be kind of swift with it, just so things don't start to dry. So what you do is, you cover your design that you want, take your scraper, hold it firm, and scrape across the design. Just scrape it across a few times, then take your stamper and roll it over the stamp. And if your bat turns out wonky like this one did with the missing part, all you have to do is scrape it off and try again. There you go. And then you want to scrape along the outside. Then you'll transfer it to your finger. Make sure that you have your bat pointing the right direction. And then roll it over the finger. And there's your little bat on your finger. Here is the Andy Black Ghost of Ohio inspired nail. I'm stamping and I'm using an actual scraper. I like to clean my scraper off so that it will cleanly wipe away each time that I try to swipe it. And then of course it's probably a good practice to go ahead and clean your board. To do both of these you just need acetone and a cotton pad. So for my falling in reverse nail, I actually used the vampire teeth. However, I did not use the one on the big plate. I actually ended up using the one on the small plate, because despite it being on the small plate, it's actually bigger. I don't know if you can see the comparison or not, but this is the one I used versus this one. See how much bigger it is? So next I'm going to do the falling in reverse nail, and for that I also used my black stamping polish. See how perfect that transferred? So you just scrape off the excess, turn it the right way, put your finger down, and roll it onto the nail. And then for falling in reverse, I actually added a little bit of black to a Q-tip and dabbed the black around the edge of the nail just to add sort of a punky effect. And here is the falling in reverse I'm Not a Vampire inspired nail. We have the blue and pink gradient on my pinky nail for your brand new obsession. I'm actually going to use my purple stamping polish. This is a Born Pretty stamping polish. They're a little bit thinner than the Maniology stamping polishes, but they work exactly the same. I'm going to be using the purple Born Pretty. The stamp that I've actually chosen for the Your Brand New Obsession nail is actually a skull with a top hat, which is a nod to Sweet Revenge. And I'm going to use regular white acrylic paint to hand paint YBNO, standing for Your Brand New Obsession, underneath it. This is a Born Pretty nail polish. And here is my graffiti-inspired Your Brand New Obsession nail. So last but certainly not least, I'm going to be doing the Motionless in White inspired nail. So what I've done for the Motionless in White inspired nail, I did a purple base color, and then I added 3 stripes of black. For this nail, I'm actually going to be using a Masquerade mask as a nod to their new single, Disguise, because Masquerade, Disguise, I think it makes sense. And you see how it came out with the teeth, but I don't want vampire teeth for Motionless and White, so I'm just removing those. And then on this finger, make sure the mask is pointed the right way. I'm going to roll upwards and across. There we have it. And the Motionless and White, I'm just going to leave this dainty little nail with the black stripes and the white mask. So here we have the Your Brand New Obsession nail, the Falling in Reverse nail, the Andy Black nail, and the Motionless and White nail. Of course, if you were doing these for a concert, you're going to want to theme every single nail almost the same way, just different designs. You can add rhinestones on, you can do all sorts of stuff. With Falling in Reverse, I actually had little purple and blue hearts that I put intermediately. I believe I had them on my thumbs. Like, just make it your own. But that's the stamping process that I used. In my opinion, stamping is the best way to get cute little intricate designs on your nails, and they just add that special little touch. Just for safety, I'm going to be using the recommended top coat for stamping polish, which is the Born Pretty top coat. For the Andy Black Ghost of Ohio inspired nail, I'm actually going to be using a top coat that does smear, because I want sort of that runny paint Batman-y effect to the nail. So when I use a non-smudge proof top coat, it's going to blend that black down into the green and create a really cool effect. Here's that drip effect I was talking about. I hope I've inspired you to do some cute designs, and if I have, please share them with me. Even if you don't use nail stamping, I'd love to see your musician-inspired nails. All of my social media links are linked down below, so if you do some sort of musician-inspired nail look, please tag me in your post and show me what you did. I hope this was a helpful tutorial, and if you have any more questions, please just ask down in the comments. That was me showing you how to do musician-inspired nail stamping. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you come around again soon. Say bye, Grace. Bye. This nail I'm actually going this, and I'm going to and the nail design that I'm going to do, what I'm going to do, the purple, so that, for the Andy Black Ghost of Ohio nail, so you can find, I'm going to link,
since we have the blue and purple grape,
even if you don't, please tag me any other or something. I don't know, it's a child's thing, but it works. Not good for anything but a base coat. Like your first coat, like your first color coat, LA Nails. But so like your base coat is a primer. Proof peel.
I want a smudge proof top coat. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's divoted. Like it's indented. It's embossed.